Welcome to the live stream, you guys. It's been a long time. I just found a thread on my shirt that I'm gonna quickly snip because it's gonna annoy me the rest of the time. Okay, today is January 6th, first live stream back since the break. So just give me a little second to get oriented here. Alrighty. Welcome here, you guys. I am jumping right in. We've got a lot of holiday orders to catch up on this week. And name pages haven't been open for a while. So today we won't be doing any name pages. They still aren't open. We will be doing the gold foil on live and the charms on live. And then there's lots of empty journals that were ordered as well. So those will more or less just kind of be chucked in a bin. Hey, Michelle. Welcome here. How are you? This is the first order of the day, order 1432 for Andrea. So Andrea did order charms and a cover design. So a letter charm and an ocean charm. The letter, people don't always specify the letter, which always makes me a little nervous, but she did ask for the name Andrea on the cover. So this is a safe one. Ooh, but I'm completely out of A's. No, I ordered them, but only like 2 days ago, and my orders always take a long time to get here. I might just need to message her because I don't think I can. I don't want to give her no charm, like just an ocean charm, because I feel like a letter is pretty basic, but I've been waiting on my letter charms to get in. I'm just going to do her cover design and then message her and see if I can replace her letter or if she wants me to wait. Or Andrea, if you're here, let me know. Hey, Andrina. Hey, Shirley. I am feeling quite rested. Yes, it was a good break. How about you guys? How was your Christmas season? Thanks, Robin. Yes, I did have a nice holiday. Got to spend a lot of time. Well, we only had about 4 days with my whole family. But we pack those days. Like my family, our kids, 3 and 1 are the oldest. So it's still like, you know, holidays still revolve around us adults. They don't revolve around the kids yet. So we like pack our holiday full of like mostly board games. We love doing board games together. And then most years we do pickleball. This year we couldn't do pickleball. We do some outdoor activities, but mostly board games, and we watched one movie. But yeah, we really just pack it in. I think it was, oh, whoops, I almost missed the top of the R here for weeding. I think it was last Christmas that we did this the first time, but me being the type A eldest sister, I got everyone's approval. They were all on board for this, but I made a schedule for our Christmas holiday last Christmas, and everyone kind of rolled their eyes, I think, when I suggested it, but it went so well, and now everyone asks me to make one for like everything, like our camping trip and stuff, because here's the thing, my family, like, we're all pretty the same in that we're just very chill. Like, we love being together, but nobody cares what we do. Like, you know, we enjoy any activity, but nobody actually cares. So what often ends up happening is us just like sitting in the living room being like, okay, well, what are we going to do next? Oh, I don't care, whatever you guys want to do. I don't care, whatever you guys want to do. And then like 20 minutes later, we're like, okay, we've got a list of 5 options. Let's take a vote. And then people feel bad for the one that won the vote because the one person who actually cared didn't win the, you know, that's just what it always turns into with my family. So starting last Christmas, I made a schedule. I let everyone like give their input for what they want on the schedule beforehand. And it works really well, but it's just a packed holiday. You know, it's not a restful holiday. It's like, all right, this afternoon we're playing this game and that game, and then we're going outside with the kids, and then these people are helping with supper, and then in the evening we're doing this and that. It's a very fun-filled holiday. Alrighty, let me keep going with orders here. Sorry, you guys, I got Gavin over there. 14:33. Lovely walks on the beach. That sounds nice. It was freezing here. There was nothing beachish about this holiday. We've got a matcha pre-made journal next for order 1433. Thank you for your order, Kimberly. This one doesn't have any personalization, so we'll just put it in the bin and number it. You did! Oh, of course, that makes sense that you were due now. And how are things going? How are you adjusting? Next one is also a matcha, but this one does have a little bit of personalization. Man, I feel like I don't even remember how to do this. I'm like walking the wrong way to put my bins away. Hey, Carson. Hey, Hinal. Good to see you guys. It has been a long time. We are on 1434 now. In November. Oh, okay. So how is he doing? You don't need to share any specifics if you don't want to, but is he on the upswing for whatever was keeping him there? Born at 30 weeks, 3 pounds. Okay, and was that expected in any way, or was that a total surprise? Hey, Laura. All right, charms for this one. This is Nicole B's order, 1434. She's got a pet lover charm, ocean charm, and coffee charm. She has a black Labrador. Ooh, I don't know if I have a dog that looks like a black Labrador. Also, I don't know what a black Labrador looks like, so I don't think I have anything just black, though. No. Okay, so we're gonna go with just my more generic dog charm. And then coffee. And then an ocean charm. Got plenty of ocean charms. He's over 7 pounds. That's great news. Oh, okay. Man, that's so interesting, Freedom. A very similar thing happened to me with my first. I went in for my 20-week ultrasound and I basically never left. Just kidding. I did get to leave eventually, but they had to do like an emergency surgery, and then I would have had to stay, except for that the surgery, I responded better than they expected. So they ended up letting me go home, but just be on like strict bed rest for the next 4.5 months. And then, yeah, he ended up being overdue, which was crazy because it was at 22 weeks that they were like, okay, this is serious. He could be here any day. We're going to keep you and we're going to put you through emergency surgery and all this stuff, because I was already in labor at 22 weeks. And yeah, it worked. And we had a 10-pound, 10-day overdue baby instead of the preemie that they were expecting, which was a huge miracle. You remember that, Shirley? Yeah, preeclampsia though, that's scary stuff. Not been home since November 10th. Oh my goodness. How far away from your home is the NICU? That is wild. Almost 2 hours. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, wrong. Oh, I see. Yeah, I remember. So with my first, so it was 22 weeks and they really expected him to come any day. So they were kind of walking us through all the different scenarios, which most of them did not involve survival, which was scary. But the ones that did, it was like, okay, where are we going to live to be close to the NICU? And like, you know, because it was only an hour and a bit from our house, but you don't want to do that drive. You know, like I wouldn't want to leave him for substantial amounts of time to make that drive worth doing like every day to go home. So we would still want to have a place to sleep. But luckily we never did have to make that decision. Okay. Okie Dinah. I'm gonna glue it on anyways, but still I want it to stay on. Like, they shouldn't need glue. That should just be the backup plan, you know? This one just is slipping and sliding. Alrighty. Thank you for the follow and the hearts, Bridget. Hey, Darlene, thank you. Yes, we had a great holiday. How about you guys? Thank you for the follow, Elysian. Alrighty. I feel like I lost my touch over the break with the charms. That took me forever just to secure 2 charms. All right, moving on. That was order 1434. Thank you so much for your order. 1435 is for Miriam N. And this one does not have any personalization, so I'm just gonna grab it and bin it. It's an espresso journal. 1435. Thank you, Miriam, for your order. Hey, Terry. How was your holiday? 35. Oh, 36 is another espresso journal for Joy. Thank you for your order, Joy. Let me grab that for you. Oh, Terry, which one's yours? Do you remember your order number? Or do you have it down? Okay, that was 36 now. Let me just bin that. I was fully up to date before the holidays, and then the holidays came, and I haven't packed a single holiday order. Well, I packed all the ones that came in before December 22nd. But anything that came in after December 22nd, that's what we're starting with today. So I am not up to date. I think I have about 60 orders to catch up on. So I'm not like crazy far behind like I was with the pre-orders. And since there's no name pages, I feel like it moves pretty quick. So it won't take me long to catch up, but I am technically about 60 journals behind right now. All right, this was 1437. Thank you for your order. 1430. Yes, I should have done 1430 before my holiday because I started with 1432 today. Yeah, that should have been right before the holiday. So if you haven't received it yet, it should be on its way and arriving shortly. 1438, we have a petal pink journal for Bella. Thank you for your order, Bella. 38. Oh, thank you, Hungry Panda. 1438 for Bella and 39. Okay, we've got a whole string of unpersonalized ones here, so bear with me while I just bin and label these ones. 39 is also an unpersonalized petal pink journal. All right, let me take a quick sip here. All right, thank you for your order. And Tracy F, 1440. That's the one we're gonna do now. This one does have some personalization to do. Hungry Panda, do you bullet journal as well? Alrighty, so we are doing charms for this one. Initial, the letter T. I saw a T in the U section. T. Okay. Feather charm. Oh, I see. Okay, sorry, I'm just reading her description. She wants the letter T. Okay, when my sisters each designed a journal for Christmas, and one of them dropped this drawer, and so they all got a little bit mixed. Okay, and then the leaf slash feather. I don't have the same one that she's talking about anymore. This is the leaf that I have now. But that's all that she wanted, was a letter T and a leaf. Sorry, there's just like a paragraph to wade through here to figure out exactly what charm she's actually requesting. Can you get a feather charm or the leaf? Yes, okay, I'm pretty sure I've got it. So let's do a quick poll here for which T to pair with this leaf. 1 minute, 2 options. So this is option 1 and this is option 2, just choosing a charm to pair with that leaf. And then we do have a gold foil cover design to apply for Tracy as well. Option 1 or 2 paired with that leaf. And while you guys cast your votes in the little poll right under my name, I'm gonna go ahead and weed out her cover design here. Tracy with a book is what she requested. And let's see which T we're going to be doing. Option 2. Perfect. Aye. Charms on, and then press on her cover design. If that cord starts hitting the stand and making an obnoxious noise, let me know. I'll try to rearrange it. Let's see, do I want it? Yeah, I think that's how I want it. Alrighty, and then the little plasticky part I can't peel off right away or it will wreck the design, so I'm gonna bin that one for Tracy. And each of these, whoops, will get a white gel pen. That's the freebie that comes with it. And then they will be packed and mailed at the end of the week. That was order 1440. Thank you for your order, Tracy. 1441 for Kayla is up next. And that's gonna be an espresso pre-made journal. And this one does not have personalization, so we'll just toss it in the bin to be mailed. 1441. Thank you for your order. And 1442 is a petal pink journal. Another no personalization one, so we'll just quickly bin that one. Hey, Vanessa. Happy New Year to you too. How are you guys? How was your holiday? That was for Julie. Thank you for your order, Julie. 1443 for Alicia. It's a matcha green journal. And this one also has no personalizations. Then we've got Danya R, 1444 with a petal pink journal. And we're gonna do some charms for Danya. Bonita, it really, I mean, it depends on your currency and it depends which personalizations you want. If you use the code livestream, you will get a discount. But easiest way to get a precise price is probably just to go try it, because that'll show you your discounted price and your currency. Oh, Canadian. So if you want both personalizations, I think it comes 80 something Canadian. Both personalizations being charms and cover design. But the base price is 50 USD for one journal. Okay, girly charm, bookish charm, nature charm. That's all she chose. She didn't specify anything. Oh no, I don't think I put any more books in my last order. I need to do that. Thank you, Bonita. Okay, girly charm, bookish charm, nature charm. So let me see here. For girly charm, I'm thinking maybe we just do a flower and then pair it with a leaf to be her nature charm. I think that would look nice. Thanks for the follow, Bonita. Okay, so the bookish one is locked in because unfortunately I'm out of like all my other bookish options. Not that I normally have tons. Book charms, it's hard to find cute book charms. So let's just vote on a flower charm to pair with this leaf. Let me throw a poll up here. You'll see it in just a sec in the top left-hand corner. 1 minute, we need 3 options. Start, there we go. Go ahead and choose option 1, 2, or 3 in the poll. We're gonna be pairing it on the same ribbon as this little leaf. I do, Vanessa, I feel much better. Yes. I feel like whatever was lingering in November and December, I finally shook it over the holidays. So I'm feeling good. If you guys could put your votes, there's a little white and blue clipboard icon underneath my name up there. That's where you have to cast your votes so that TikTok will count it for you. If it's just in the comments, it won't actually be counted toward the final result. Alrighty. Man, I ordered charms. I ordered a bunch of journal stuff while I was still away on holidays, so I wasn't looking at my charm thing. And I'm just kicking myself. How did I not realize I needed more books? I literally have no books. What am I trying to do? Oh yeah, just this one. So I'm gonna be placing another order immediately after this live, but they take forever to get here. So I won't be able to use it for a little while. Let's see here, option 2. I agree. I love the daisies these days. I think if I do get another flower option, whoop, where did that go? Oh, here. I'm leaning towards either sunflowers, or I've seen these cute little like tulip sort of charms where, you know how with my lemon charms, I dropped the jump loop again, the leaf is on like a separate little thing and then they hang down together. I've seen tulip charms that are kind of the same, or I guess they're hanging down, so maybe it looks more like a bluebell or something, but then the leaf is on a separate little one and it hangs right side by side. So I think those or sunflowers will be my next flower addition. Thanks, Lizette. How's the vision board going? Are you using the bingo sheet for it, or are you doing it differently? I just posted my vision board bingo sheet today. And I can show it to you if anyone is looking for inspiration for their bingo sheet pages. I still haven't done my recipe bingo sheet or my cleaning tracker. My journal, I use it every day for the daily things, but then carving out time to use it for like the non-daily things, I always find tough, especially over holidays, like when we're not at home or when we're just like rushing around and hosting family. So I still have a lot of filling in to do on my yearly spreads and my January spreads, but day to day it's been functional. Hey, Paige. All right, there we've got the charms for Danya. Thank you so much for your order, Danya. That was $14.44. $14.44. Let me just mark that on the bin. And then I can show you guys my vision board bingo. Next one's a matcha. I'm just gonna put this bin away and grab the next journal. Alrighty. So it took me a couple sit downs to finish my vision board bingo, but I did finish it yesterday. And, oh, it's before this page. This is how mine turned out. This one's gonna be a recipe bingo, but I wanna like make a Pinterest board that matches it. So only those 25 recipes on a Pinterest board so that I'm not, confused by what I mean when I name a recipe. But yeah, then this one I have like declutter my camera roll, followers, read a book. I haven't read a physical book in too long. Try making homemade pasta, volunteer somewhere, host once a month. We want to make a book nook for our boys. I realized that these two beside each other sounded hilarious, like read one book, make a book nook. But that's for our boys. Play some guitar. I used to play years ago and I haven't touched it since having kids. Repot my plants, listen to 3 audiobooks, donate clothes, monthly game nights with my husband. We used to play games all the time, but since having kids, I just like once bedtime hits, we just want to veg, or I'm working, doing my lives. But we want to play more games because we have so many fun board games that we like. Go to the movie theater, visit a museum, propagate a plant, send a pen pal letter, level up our backyard. I want to get something fun for our boys and then chill, like a comfy chair for me for when I'm not actively playing with them. Plant a garden, launch a new product, make a new friend, take the kids swimming, watch a sports game, stick to a night routine, and try meal prepping for a week. Those are the things that I came up with for mine. Most of them were pretty random, just kind of like as I was making it, I was thinking, what could I do? What could I do? And checking Pinterest as well. I got some ideas from other vision board bingo sheets on Pinterest, but some of them are things that I've been like genuinely wanting to do for a long time, and others are like, oh yeah, that sounds fun. Yes, so that is how my vision board bingo turned out. Yeah, I never used to make like a vision board. I also don't have a printer. I think the cute like collage style vision boards, I love how that looks, but I've never owned a printer, so I've never done that. Like I've never printed out pictures to make a vision board. But the bingo idea works for me because I can just do like a quick doodle. Oh, this one's got a little bit of a crunch. Can you guys see that? I don't know if you can. Yeah, you can. I'm gonna just set this one aside for B grade and grab her a new one. Oh, magazines, that would be helpful. I also don't get any magazines, but that would make a good vision board. Good vision board fodder. I had one IKEA magazine, or catalog, I guess, that I got shortly after we got married. And yeah, I cut that thing to shreds using it for junk journaling. Paige, I'm not actually sure how I'm going to mark them this year. Last year I did my vision board in my digital bullet journal, so then I would just like paste a new picture over top of it. But this year I haven't decided how I'm going to mark them off. Like you could bingo dab, or you could like full color it in with something. I might just like kind of cross it, like just do a gentle cross, even just with like light gray so that I can still see all the pictures. I'm not sure. But yeah, we'll see. How do you measure your boxes for so they're even? So this is just my pre-made journal. So I didn't actually have to do it because I designed this whole thing on my iPad last year and then had it printed. So these ones are done for you, but normally I would do it by hand, but I always use the dot grid type journals. Let me show you on a blank page, 5mm dot grid. So then if you just follow those lines and count 31 down and 12 across, you've got even squares. That's all that I do, Amy. Oh, that is brilliant, Laura. Have you tried any of them yet? I've never used ChatGPT for anything that smart. Like recipes, that's very practical. Hey, Javaya. Happy New Year. Oh, nice. You started your reading journal. That's fun. I wish I could read enough to warrant a reading journal. Okay, I think this one's good. 2 of them, okay. Oh, the bingo squares. Yes. These are my bingos. If you want a screenshot, you can. I'm going to post the static photo of this tomorrow on Instagram. I did just post the video, but I know it's hard to like, if you're looking for, you know, specific ideas. But yeah, that's what I came up with for my vision board. A little bit about reading, a little bit about plants and gardening and home stuff. Kind of all over the place. Alrighty. What are we doing here for Melanie? Melanie would like charms, a gold leaf charm and the letter M. Perfect. Let me grab a leaf. Okay, and the only M's that I have actually are these gold ones. So it's gonna have to be gold and gold. Oh, you need to copy the spacing. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize it was a spacing thing. I thought maybe you had this exact one, I forgot. Okay, so mine is 5 dot grid spaces across, up and down, side to side. It's all 5 dot grid spaces. And then with this journal, you have a 1 dot space gap if you do 5 by 5 boxes. Oh, fun. Yeah, that's smart. I should have written down my stuff first, but I just kind of wing it. Now I'm trying to decide if I want to put these together. Yes, it is A5. If I want to put these two together or keep them separate. I always love stacking charms. That's always my preference. But if they're both gold and just like basically the same size, you know, like if they're same size and same color, that's where I'm like, maybe I should separate them, even though I do love how stacked charms look. Okay, Darlene has spoken. We'll do them separate. Oh, yes, I remember that now, Javaya. I remember doing your name page still. I liked that one. Yes, I'm back. Okay, you changed your name again. Ree, is that what you like to go by? Genevia, Happy New Year to you too. Hello. Oh, cool. Okay. It is. Thanks for the follow, Mariana. Alrighty, that is all of the personalizations for Melanie. Thank you for your order, Melanie. That was $14.45. For $14.46, we've got an espresso pre-made journal for Erica. And this one has no personalization, so I'll just label the bin and then move on to the next one. Thank you for your order, Erica. Brianna also ordered an espresso pre-made journal, also with no personalization. So let me label that and then we'll be right on to $14.48. Oh, Alejandra. It just takes practice. I'm sure they're not as bad as you think. What kind of doodles are you trying to do for your theme? $14.48. Thank you for your order, Ashley. Hey, Stephanie. Good to be back. All right, $14.49 for Rebecca. This one is going to be a matcha green pre-made journal, and we will have some personalizations here. So we'll camp out on this one for a sec. They were really good, Stephanie. I feel like, yeah, we did the first about 4 days with my family. And I was saying earlier, those holidays are always packed. Oh, that's a bad one. B grade pile it is. Those holidays are always so fun, but not like restful, you know? It's like lots of games, lots of movies, lots of quality time and good conversations. But, you know, staying up too late and stuff like that. So not super restful. But then we ended off with like 8 days out of province, staying at my husband's parents. And that was very restful because I wasn't doing the cooking, wasn't doing the cleaning, you know, was hardly even, you know, well, I was playing with my own kids, but so many other people wanted to play with my kids. So it was like all things that I really like, but to have a break from all of those things at one time felt very restful. So it was a good balance between like busy and lots of fun and then just like a good rest. Try doing a teddy bear. Have you already seen my teddy bear tutorial, or should I do it? Because if you're here actually asking for help with your teddy bear doodles, I'll help you. But if you already have, I don't want to be like, this is how you do a teddy bear. If you just click the link in my bio, me mad, or you can go to RyleeAutumn.com. Charms here. A bookish charm and a nature charm. Okay, perfect because the only books I have left are green. Kids' first day back. The only books I have left are green, so I'm really hoping I don't get any other orders for bookish charms before I get my next charm order in. I'm doing well, Paige. How are you? Okay. Maybe let's just vote on between these for nature charms to pair with the book. Let me put a poll up here. Alrighty, so the book is locked in. We're gonna choose a nature charm to pair for her. So option 1, option 2, or option 3, you can cast your vote in that little blue and white clipboard icon right underneath my name. Hey, Sherry. Oh, you did. You know what? It takes practice. Paige's first teddy bear was hilarious, but then her second one was great. Let's see here. Cover design. Oh, yes. Cover design is Rebecca with an ocean doodle. And she requested that I put it at the bottom, so I made it really small so that I can put it like in the bottom corner here. That's great, Paige. I just love that you shared it, like that you didn't just keep it to yourself. But then the second one was great, like it didn't even take that many tries. And then you were there. Oh, I see, yeah. Crafty K, I have the Caesar Juliet, so very similar, but not technically a cricket. Okay, we've got her name and then a little seashell and bubbles doodle. I have been, Paige, while I have, because I haven't been taking name pages for I guess about a month now, just to keep up with the holiday orders. And so in lieu of name pages, I started doing the gold foil on live so that there was still, you know, something fun to watch. 2, 7, 8, 10, 11. Okay. Oh, I totally forgot I had all the charms sitting on there. I didn't even check the poll. Okay, option one was the leaf, right? Everything just fell off the journal, so I could be wrong, but I think option 1 was actually the leaf before everything slid off. Does anyone remember? Was option 1 the leaf? Okay, good. Thanks for the follow, Deborah. Perfect. So yeah, I do the gold foil like that, but then I just can't take this plastic piece off too soon or it messes up the foil itself. So I leave it on and then I'll remove it later once I'm sure. I just like to be extra safe because I did ruin one cover. And I mean, I just remade it, but it's like, I thought I had given it enough time, but it was destroyed. Execution is up in the air. You're funny. Yeah, I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna still like do a monthly journal outside of my pre-made journal, you know, like still choose my own monthly theme and stuff like that outside of my pre-made journal. Maybe just for like reflections and stuff. But I haven't decided yet. I am going to be opening another custom journal spot though, and that'll be next week. Okay, this was $14.49. Thank you for your order, Rebecca. Oh, Terry, yours was $14.50. Does that sound right, Terry? I thought we said $14.30 earlier, but it's $14.50. I hope Terry's still here. Yeah, you can do whatever you want for the cover page. Does that sound right, Terry? I've got $14.50 for Terry S. Espresso Pre-Made Journal. So in that case, that makes sense why it hasn't made it to you yet, because it was not packed up before my holiday because it wasn't order $14.30, it was $14.50. There we go. That will be heading off to you later this week. $14.50. Thank you for your order, Terry. Then we've got Amelia's order, $14.51 for a matcha colored journal. And we do have some personalizations to do for Amelia. So for charms, she wanted a letter charm, letter E, a pet lover charm, and a pom-pom charm. Yes, Paige, I haven't done a custom one since, I want to say October or maybe early November is when I finished my most recent custom. But I am going to open another custom slot next week. I was thinking Thursday afternoon. I would open it this week, but I always tell people that I give a week heads up, and I didn't think to post it while I was on holidays. So I still want to honor that and give people a week heads up. Maybe I could do next Tuesday, I guess. But yeah, next week, Tuesday or Thursday, in the afternoon. Thank you, Terry. Okay, and then we've got a pet lover charm. Oh, no, I forgot to actually take one of these out for her. That's why I was refilling those. Pet lover charm and the letter E. Hey, Madison. Custom name pages, yes. I'm not sure yet if I want to do that right away or not. My one thought was maybe to wait because I have a bunch of supplies on the way to do journal kits again. I don't know if you guys remember those like journal mystery kits. Oh, yay, Shelby. Thank you for letting me know. And thanks for being patient. That shipping stuff can be such a headache sometimes. Yeah, I don't know if you guys remember when we did that like journal mystery kits. I did it one weekend and it went really well, but then I didn't buy enough stock to make it a regular thing. I just kind of wanted to try it out. So I was thinking about doing that again in January, but just with the volume of orders that comes in for that and how hands-on it already is, like choosing all the mystery items. I mean, okay, that makes it sound little, but for everyone, like for every person's order, we do the whole, like, you know, those clear, like plastic balls, and then I pick 10 of them. We see what's in there, you know, so it's a more hands-on process. So it already takes longer to do those. I was thinking of maybe waiting until after the next round of journal kits to open up the name pages again, just to make sure that I can actually like get through all the journal kit orders in a reasonable time. So yeah, that was my one idea for the name pages, was that maybe I should wait until after that, because I don't want to just keep like opening them, closing them, like the name pages, I mean. I would like to just kind of bring them back when they're ready to come back, you know? Yeah, the journal kits was in that, those supplies I ordered last week. So I think they'll arrive sometime next week, but I don't know for sure. So I don't want to put off adding the custom name pages for too long, but I think I'll wait a little bit and see when they arrive. There we go. Okay, that's actually such a cute combination. The green pom-pom with the little paw print and the E. Thank you for your order, Amelia. I'm still such a sucker for the matcha journals with the green pom-pom. That was my first journal from this batch. That's what I did. And then now that I'm into 2026, I have the Glacier Blue, which I love, but the green was my first choice. Alrighty, that was order 1451. Then I'm gonna go grab a Petal Pink journal for Debbie W, 1452. Okay, see you, Paige. Thank you for joining. It's good to see you for a bit. Alrighty, Petal Pink journal for Debbie. And we are doing a couple of charms here. A nature charm and a flower charm. Yes, Sherry. I think I was wondering that because the Languo gel pens were one of the many options for the mystery kits last time, but now that I've been offering them as a freebie, I feel like I still need to put them in as a freebie with every mystery kit. You know what I mean? Instead of making it one of the possible items to get in the mystery kit. So I think probably every mystery kit will have a Languo white gel pen. All right, we're gonna do nature charm and flower charm is what she requested. Oh, well, thank you for joining. I'll listen. Yes, you can absolutely see the inside. So I'll show you the inside of, this is the one that I've colored. So I colored the yearly spreads. So that's what it can look like colored. I colored my January spreads as well. But without being colored, it's like a coloring book planner or a coloring book bullet journal. So you can use these pages however you need to plan your year. And yeah, it's got 224 pages. So all of the each of the 12 months has a different theme that you guys chose on Instagram, in my Instagram stories. So January, you guys chose a cozy cottage theme. And then every month has an open but doodled page over here for you to use for whatever you want. It's got a 2-page calendar with an extra space for notes. 6 trackers and 1 like kind of leveled tracker, a memories page, and then the weekly spreads. And this is undated. You can use it any year. So there are 5 weekly spreads for each month, even though you don't need 5 full weeks in every month. February, you guys chose a bows theme, and the page types are all the same, but obviously they look different because the themes are different. March, you got a plants theme, and with this light gray calligraphy, the idea is that you are gonna trace over it. So I can show you one of my other favorite months is October. Had the light gray calligraphy again. And yeah, it starts off like this, and then you can just trace over it and have your own fun calligraphy. And that white gel pen on top is the freebie with the journal. So if you like that look, that will come right in with your journal. Thank you, Sarah. You know, these I hand drew on my iPad and had them mass produced. So I do hand draw custom bullet journals, but because I'm a full-time stay-at-home mom, I only touch journals when I'm here on TikTok Live. I can only take about 8 to 10 custom bullet journal orders per year, where I'm actually like drawing each person's, like, you know, every single page for just one person with marker, the specific things that they chose. So for most people, this is the better option because I can't do very many customs in a year anymore. But yeah, this is still all of my hand-drawn designs, and I tried to leave like some open spaces so you can still like kind of customize it to meet your needs. Put your own heading on here, put your own heading on here, and you're like set to go. But yeah, it's obviously not fully custom because I drew these on my iPad and printed them out for everyone to use instead of just one specific person. Here's May, you guys chose a pond theme. June, you guys chose a seashell theme. Thank you for the follow, Lamia. July ice cream truck theme. A lesson. They start at 50 USD. You can get a discount though if you use the code livestream. And then if you do want to add personalizations like charms and a cover design, you can see mine. I did that little cover design, and then those are the charms that I chose. Those are an extra cost, but the planner itself is 50 US and you can get 10% off with code livestream. Ice cream trucks, ocean theme for August. Sorry you guys, the puzzle piece just popped up on my phone, so I've got to swipe that so that we don't get kicked out. There we go. Ocean theme for August. Sardines for September. And then journaling at a cafe for October. Knitting for November. And then gingerbread for December. Those are the themes. And yeah, 224 pages. They're super thick, 160 GSM. So you won't have any bleeding or ghosting as long as you're using like water-based markers and not alcohol markers. So yeah. Lauren, this is only my second time doing it. I did one in 2022 and I haven't done it since. But I did one this year. I really enjoyed it. Obviously, it took a lot of work, but I am planning to do one for next year. And ideally, next year I would also offer a colored option. Like this year, I just simply didn't have time. I wasn't even posting or like doing social media until March. I started going live on TikTok. And then in June, it was like, oh, okay, people are actually interested. I should start making this. So I just didn't have time to do that much variety. But next year, that's one thing that I would love to offer, because I get that question a lot is, oh, is there a colored version? Like I just wouldn't have the time to sit down and color all of this. So that is my hope. Oh, yay. Oh yes, 2027. You got a while to wait. I do, Alessum. I am from Canada. So no problem. Thank you, Lauren. All right, let's get Debbie's charms on for her. I am in Canada, yes. Alrighty, thank you for your order, Debbie. That was order 1452. Let me put that one in the bin. And then grab 1453, which is a petal pink journal for Jeffrey. This one doesn't have personalizations. So we'll just tuck it in a bin for Jeffrey and label it. And then we'll be on to order 1454 for Alexis, which is an espresso pre-made journal. Oh, Debbie, wait. Was that your journal? Did I know that you were here? Okay, I'm sorry, I'm looking through the comments. I don't think I had any idea you were here, Debbie. I'm so sorry. Did you want more insight in or more say in your charms? Because I just chose based on the little, you just clicked the options. But if you want to be more specific, I can pull that back. The top thing on my website should be hand-drawn journals. I think the doc grid journals are under that. If you just go to RyleeAutumn.com, the thing right at the top should be my pre-made journals. Oh wait, this one isn't actually getting personalized, so I'm gonna check that one over later when I actually mail it. 1454. Thank you for your order, Alexis. Thanks for the follow, Ashley. 1455. Let me go grab that espresso journal. And for this one, we have charms and a cover design. Okay, Debbie, now that I know you're here, I'm not letting you off the hook. Let me know if you want to change those charms. I didn't realize you were here, or I would have asked you more specifically, which flower would you like? Which nature would you like? Instead of just choosing a flower and nature charm for you. All right, 1455, order for Sarah C. Let me just make sure everything is looking good. Okay. So for charms, we're doing a gold S and a flower charm. Sarah, if you're here, let me know. Gold S and then a flower. Which flower do we like for Sarah? 1, 2, 3 or 4. Let's vote between those. I'm just gonna pull up a poll here. And yeah, Sarah, if you're here, you can choose. If you're not, it's gonna go up in a poll. So the S is locked in. You can go ahead and vote in that little blue and white clipboard icon under my name. Option 1, 2, 3, or 4 to pair with this S for Sarah's journal. 1, 2, 3, or 4. And while you guys are choosing that, let me get her gold foil ready. Sarah 2026. Yes, there we go. Thank you for the follow, Ray. If you guys could put your votes up in the little poll icon under my name. Blue and white looks like a clipboard right underneath my profile picture. That's the only way that TikTok will count your vote. If it's just in the comments, it's not actually going to be counted. Thanks for the follow. Rachel, Katrina. Hey, get out of there. Nature Lover. Yes, these are, so they are hand designed, I will say. I don't know, I feel like handmade means I did all of the gluing and stitching everything together. That is not what I did. I drew all of these designs on my iPad and had them printed by a manufacturer that I've worked with for years. And then I do the additional personalizations by hand for each journal. But yes, the inner pages were drawn by my two hands. But the journal itself, I did not put together by hand. I paid someone else to do that work for me. Thank you, Nature Lover. Aw, are you starting with your yearly spreads or with January? Okay, which one won the poll here? Number 1, but not by a lot. That was pretty close, actually. Keep getting these weird rings that are actually 2 stuck together and they don't come apart. There we go. That's a normal one. But then this is weird. Thanks, Kristen. I'm the same way, Shelby. I know, I colored my yearly spreads way at the beginning of December so that I could film a YouTube video. And then it was like January 2nd and I was still on holidays. And I was like, hey, I just need to color my January spreads. Like, I'm not waiting till I get home to my filming setup. I'm going to go insane if I don't have a planner to use. I do. I have, I can show you some of my girlier ones. I've got pom-poms, which could definitely fall in the girly category. Normally when people click like the girly charm option, because that is one of the kind of drop-down options, we'll vote between things like flowers. I've got bows in a bunch of colors, butterflies as well, moths. Those are usually the ones that I pull out for a vote when people just request kind of more vaguely a girly charm. But yes, we do have lots of options that could definitely qualify as girly. Kristen, I have not added the name pages back yet. I will, I'm just not exactly sure yet because I was saying earlier, I kind of want to do another one of those like journal mystery kit building events. And it's just hard to get through all of those orders for the mystery kits when I also have a bunch of name pages to get through. So I kind of want to do those first, get them done, and then bring name pages back for good. So the mystery kit, it's not something that I have available regularly. I've only done it once, but I do have supplies on the way to do it again in the near future. But basically it's like, do you ever see those TikToks where it's like, they do this and they pack however many, and you get different things like stamps and stickers and Tombow Fudonosuke and white gel pens and that kind of stuff. Fine liners, just kind of a bunch of journaling supplies. And it's a mystery what goes into each one. But yeah, so just that's already quite a hands-on event because I do it all on TikTok Live. We draw, you know, unique items for each person's journal, and then, you know, if they like pastels and they got scrapbooking paper, then I'll go through and search for the right paper. You know, so just having that to do while also having name pages to do. I'm just learning that I spread myself a little bit too thin last year, and I'm trying to be a little bit more mindful of that. So I think having one kind of hands-on thing at a time is more doable for me since I'm completely solo on this. No help in any capacity. So that's what I was thinking. Matcha green journal for Joyce. Let me take a sip here. Oh, for her charms, she asked for a letter J and a tulip. Tulip is not a flower that I've ever had for my charms, so we're gonna have to find something that will kind of scratch that itch. Joyce, if you're here, let me know so that you can choose what you want us to use to scratch that itch. I know, Charmaine, I took it off too early one time and it just completely scarred me. So now I leave the carrier sheet on until I actually pack them up to go in the mail. So yes, I know it looks silly. I always leave the plastic on, but I will take it off. I just don't want to risk taking it off too soon. Okay, yeah, I don't have a tulip for her. What would be the next best option? What if I do like that? Or just like a little gold flower to accent with the letter. And then she wants a coffee charm too. Oh, yay, Emily, I'm glad. Okay, so what if we would do the J paired with one of these and then the coffee charm on a separate ribbon? I'm just not sure. She asked for a tulip. I've never had tulips. Oh, I did have a butterfly with a tulip on it, you're right. Just kind of random, but this. Okay, I'll put that in the mix. So let's take a vote here since Joyce does not appear to be here. Let's do a poll. And if you asked for tulips, but I didn't have tulips, what would you want on your journal instead? Option 1, option 2, or option 3 is going to be paired with this J, and then on the other ribbon is going to be this coffee charm. Go ahead and put your vote in that little blue and white clipboard icon. 1, 2, or 3 to pair with the J. Just checking one thing here. Okay. Ooh, option 1. Okay. I'm glad you mentioned that then, because I would not have even thought of pulling that one out. Okay. Now I might actually move the J over here, because this one is huge. And I feel like the J kind of gets lost when you pair it with that one. So maybe let's put the J there. Balance out the pink a little bit. Okay. Well, perfect, Ree. I am not a flower girly, period, so I had no idea where to start with that. Ooh, all tulips. They are so pretty. I don't know. I've never really known much about specific kinds of flowers, so I've never put that much thought into which ones I like and which ones I don't. My wedding bouquets, we went to Costco and just grabbed, because they just have cut flowers in like bulk. So we just grabbed all the flowers that matched the color that I was looking for, and then a bunch of, I forget what they call them, but they've got like a bouquet of greenery basically. And then we just bought a few bouquets of greenery, and then each bridesmaid, we basically took one of those like bouquets of greenery and just like stuck a bunch of flowers in, and then used all of the leftovers for like decor and stuff. But it worked well. But yeah, as someone, that was as someone who knows nothing about flowers and isn't very picky. So I don't know what anyone who cares about flowers would say about my wedding bouquet, because they were just random. Whatever flowers we found at Costco that kind of fit the color palette. Alrighty. Thank you for your order, Joyce. That was $14.56. Let me put that over on the shelf and grab Catherine's espresso colored journal. Oh, this one still had a label from the last batch. My last batch of journals before holidays, I had my mom and my sister help me pack up, which was very nice. I don't usually have company with the packing. And we are running extra low on espressos, just in the room. I've got more in the other room, but. Oh, coolery. Yeah, my college definitely didn't offer things like that, but that'd be fun. Nice, Kaylee. Yeah, I feel like I've talked about my wedding a little bit before, but like it was really, I am a very like, in some ways, I'm very type A. I like to plan everything. But my wedding was one of those things where it was like, okay, I'm a planner, but also we're going to have to just go with the flow. Because I got engaged 5 days before going on a 6-week internship to Korea, not the southern one. So up there you have zero internet. Like I couldn't even go on Pinterest, couldn't text my bridesmaids, couldn't do anything. Got engaged 5 days before leaving for that, and then got married 2 months after returning. So it was like lots of the big things had to be decided before then, or even while I was gone. So I kind of had to learn to just be a chill bride, because there was a lot that could not be planned in that short time frame. But it worked. We had such a great wedding day. Everything went off without a hitch, except for we forgot to, well, not really forgot, but our pictures went a little bit long, and my husband is into videography, so he was gonna personally like set up the video camera to film like the speeches and stuff at the reception. That's the one thing we forgot, and we still do kind of regret that one because his brother gave just the best speech, and we have the paper copy, but it's just different seeing it in real life, you know? Oh wow, Kaylee. Yeah, I did not mind a short engagement at all for most reasons, but there were a few things where it was like, I probably could have been more particular about certain elements, but it worked. Teaching Korean teachers how to teach English to their students. Because they, I mean, naturally don't want a lot of outside influence. That's kind of their thing. So they don't want to bring in a bunch of other foreign teachers to teach their kids English, but they need someone to teach their teachers how to teach the kids English. So that's what we were doing. Oh no, you got none of them? That's disappointing. 1457, thank you for your order, Katrina. Then we've got Trisha, 1458. Let me just tuck this one in the bin. Another espresso. Okay, I'm just gonna pop my head out and see if my husband is free to grab us another box. Are you feeling able to grab me a box of brown journals? Thank you. That would be lovely. Yeah, I'm totally out, so I would start using it right away. Thank you. Alrighty. Okay, here we go. What am I trying to do here? Right. I'm grabbing an espresso journal, which is the last one on the shelf, but my husband is gonna go grab more. Okay, let me just catch up on comments here. I didn't even get the full ceremony. Oh. Yikes. Lauren, yes, my degree is in linguistics, but I did like a specialty in applied linguistics, which is like teaching linguistic structure of English. So that's what I did before bullet journaling. I worked at a university. Yeah. But I only did that for a few months because I graduated in 2019, and then in 2020 obviously is when the pandemic hit, and so that totally stopped, and so I started looking for online income, which is what eventually brought me to bullet journaling. That wasn't my first thing that I tried, but it is where I landed, and that's kind of what led me there. So I only actually used my degree for about, I don't know, 3 months or something, and I have not touched it since. 58. Oh, primary school. Nice. How long have you been doing that? 58. Next we've got a Glacier Blue. I think that's our first blue journal today. 4 years. Nice. And how do you like it? I definitely considered being a teacher, but I'm very thankful that I didn't. I just feel like it's a hard job, like especially dealing with behavior management. You know, like I feel like I naturally am drawn to teaching things. You know, like I love it when I get a chance to like do a doodle tutorial or a calligraphy tutorial. Like I enjoy teaching things, but teaching in like a current classroom setting, I think would be the death of me. All right, we've got charms for this one. Flower, pom-pom, and letter. So, Tina R, if you're here, let me know. If Tina's not here, I always default to the light blue because I feel like it's safer, it's more of a match. There is a dark blue that also matches really nicely with the bookmark, but I'm gonna default to light blue. Tina, if you're here and you want the dark blue, let me know. Okay, flower, pom-pom, letter, and the letter I'm guessing is gonna be T. There's no note and there's no name on the cover, so this is a bit of a gamble, but hopefully T is what she meant. Thank you. Thank you for the follow, Alicia. Okay, and then the flower. Isn't it great, Shelby? I know. I have used, like, for years, I used Jelly Roll and Uniball, and they're good. Like, they are good white gel pens, but these ones are just, like, next level. They just flow so smoothly. They do take a little bit longer to dry because they're juicier, but I feel like it's worth it. It's still not as long as waiting for, like, paint markers to dry or something. Okay, I'm gonna start a poll here. We've got 3 options. So the pom-pom is locked in, and then the T is going to be on the same ribbon as one of these 3 flowers. Please cast your votes for option 1, 2, or 3 in the little blue and white clipboard icon below my name. Oh, really? I've never tried one of the Pentel gels, but now I won't bother. So thank you. All right, and this one does have a cover design. It's just not her name, so it doesn't give me confidence that Tina is for sure the right letter, but 2026 with a flower. Let me grab that. Languo. Languo is the brand. P600B, I believe, is the model of that particular Languo gel pen. Let me find her cover design. 2026 with flowers. Oh, really, Shelby? And do you use them primarily for journaling, like bullet journaling, or what's your main stationery outlet? Okay, option 1. Lovely. Okay. Oh, yeah. That makes sense. Yes, I love stationery, but I feel like I'm a pretty boring, like, stationery user. Like, I basically just use markers and then, like, my one white gel pen and my one black pen. I have so much washi tape that I have been very generously gifted over the past years of doing content. And I love it. It's so pretty. I look at it and I'm like, wow, that's beautiful. And then I start working in my journal and I just don't even give it a second glance, you know? So I love stationery, but I am a very boring user of stationery. Oh, Hobonichis. Those always look so pretty. I would try a planner like that if I wasn't into bullet journaling. Do you follow Helen, like the Coffee Monsters Co? I remember finding her when I had, like, shortly after I started my bullet journal channel, finding her and being like, oh, maybe I went the wrong direction. These are cute. Yes, I love her stuff. And she actually followed me a while back, which I screenshotted. I've never done that before, but it was like, I don't follow a ton of people in the, or I don't really keep up with very many people in the bullet journal niche. But she's one where I was like, okay, that means a lot to me, so I'm gonna mark this milestone Thank you, Helen. All right, just let me weed out all of the extra vinyl here. Wait. That's great, Shelby. Okay, wait, what kind of videos do you post? I want to know if you're posting like cheerleading videos. Did she work you into one of her routines or? Oh, cross stitch. Okay, so completely different. Okay, that's great. That's awesome. That actually, okay. What kind of things do you cross stitch? Because when I was on bed rest, this lovely older lady from a ESL group that I was volunteering with at the time, she cross stitched a Christmas stocking for my first son. But now I want matching stockings for like my second son and whatever future kids we have. But I don't know how to cross stitch, nor do I care to learn. This one hobby keeps me quite busy enough, thank you. And so I'm trying to figure out, because now we moved to a different province, so I don't even want to just, you know, like commission her to cross stitch me a stocking and then drive to another province to pick it up. But that's probably what I'll end up doing because I really liked it and I want to do matching ones. But I don't have the capacity to do it on my own. Okay, thank you for your order. Yes, I will take this plastic piece off later. I just don't want to ruin the design by taking it off too soon. We've got a Glacier Blue plain bullet journal. I'm embarrassed. I've done this a couple of times, twice now. And of course, I never know until I actually send the journal. But on Shopify, they only show me like the tiny, like the thumbnail picture, but make it like this big of what the person ordered. And so my Glacier Blue pre-made journal listing looks almost identical to my Glacier Blue empty journal listing, and the same for all the colors. So I've done it twice now, which is embarrassing to admit that I've sent a pre-made journal to someone who ordered an empty journal because the pictures look almost identical. But this one, I caught it and I'm proud of myself because yeah, that was the thing. I was on holidays, which was lovely, but it also is like, I'm never really on holidays because I'm always reachable. So yeah, 2 people reached out to me being like, you actually sent me the wrong journal and it's great, but it's more than I paid for. Can I get the right one? So I'm glad that I caught myself this time. I need to try being more careful about that, but I'm always just trying to get through my orders so fast that it's a very small difference to catch. Okay, espresso pre-made journal, order 61. Oh, you have a snail mail club? That is so cool. That's another thing that if I had more time, that's another thing I would love to add would be like a bullet journal. I'm sure you guys have seen this. If you see any bullet journal content, like a bullet journal binder system, and then every month you get sent like a unique theme. So do like that kind of snail mail club where instead of, I see so many that are like art prints, and it's like art prints are great, they're beautiful, but they're not super like, you know, functional. But this way you would get beautifully designed bullet journal pages mailed to you every month and do like a snail mail club that way. And then maybe, you know, like a matching, I don't know, some scrap papers or some washi tape or stickers or something to pair with it. I feel like that would be really fun, but I am already past max capacity, so I'm not even gonna let myself dream about that too much. Thank you for your order, Rachel. That was 1461 1462, let me go grab a matcha journal. This one does have some personalizations. $2027 goal, yeah. Yeah. I believe it shall be. That's the thing. I'm like, oh yeah, I would have the time to design a monthly theme. But then it's like, but would I have the time to execute it? Like, it's the execution, even just of these journals, that like take so long. Like all of the logistics and filming content so that people know it actually exists, and like actually packaging things, mailing them out, dealing with, you know, customers with questions about shipping and all of that. Like those things take way longer than you expect. Okay, you want a letter M. Cute white dog she has, so anything doggish or girly and dainty. Okay, do I have a white dog? No. No, the other one left in there is even less white. So we'll go with the basic, just gold dog. And then the letter M, which is another one that I am running very low on. And then something girly or dainty. I could do a bow, but okay, let me think. I feel like the dog is kind of bulky to pair with the M. So I want to find a girly charm to pair with the M, but most of my girly charms I feel like wouldn't necessarily go super well with that pink. Like on the same ribbon as the pink. I feel like it would work by the pink, but like that's too much pink all on one ribbon. Just like a plain little jewel. Do you think that would be girly enough? I feel like I never really put that one up for consideration. But I feel like one of those would work nicely with the M and would complement the dog, because the dog is gold with a jewel on the collar, and then we have gold or a jewel. How about we vote between those two options? Okay. Okay. Two options. Okay, so the dog is locked in. It's going to be on a separate ribbon. The M needs to share a ribbon with one of these, and the prompt was girly. So we've got a gold flower or a little diamond. You can vote for option 1 or option 2 in the poll. 1 or 2. Oh, thank you, Dorothy. I'm glad you love it. And this is for Maggie. Order 1462. Oops, that was obnoxiously loud. Oh, really? Could you click on it on the timer countdown? Like, did it act like a poll? It just didn't look right. There was a poll on my end. Everything looked normal. Option 2. Okay, good thing we threw that in the mix. Thank you for that suggestion. Okay, I want to put the charms. This is the system we decided on a while ago, and then I didn't actually end up doing it very much. So the charms that I need to order more of, I need to put up there. The books and the flowers. Okay, it did let you click, yeah. Odd, but at least it worked. Thanks for the follow, Ingy. I feel like we haven't had a huge group today, but I have seen a lot of new faces today. So thank you guys for joining. Oi. Sorry, plier work is not my forte. I'm here for the doodles. I'm just kind of forced to learn pliers as well. I did find paw prints, and I don't like them quite as much, but I do like them still. I can show you in just a sec. The gold of these paw prints is a bit more harsh than what I prefer. You know, I think lots of my gold charms are more like the dog, where it's a bit of a softer gold. This one I think they called like antique gold, but that was the only gold option. But I do have some other charms that are antique gold, like these little bones and the teddy bear set that I got. They're not my only ones, but it's just not... I like the other dog charms, or paw print charms, a little bit better. But these ones, whenever I put one on a journal, I'm like, okay, that's actually really cute. Thanks for the follow, Jen. For those of you who are new here, do you use a bullet journal, or is this just kind of new? And if you have any questions about the journals or the personalizations or anything, just let me know. Oh, yay. Her journal arrived. That's great news. Alrighty, thank you for your follow, or for your order, Maggie. That was $14.62. Let's do $14.63 for Catherine. This one, Glacier Blue with charms and a cover design. Let me go grab that. Oh, fun. Oh, nice. D. Sendrix. Ask for journal supplies. So what kind of stuff did you get for Christmas? I remember, yeah, when I started, I really only started bullet journaling to start a YouTube channel, which was dumb in hindsight. But so yeah, that first Christmas that I started my YouTube channel, that's like all that I asked for too. Oh, this one's got a little, just the tiniest little rip. So I'm gonna put this as a B grade, which I don't know how many I have available on my website right now, but I do often try to stock like oopsie journals, and most of them are very minor. Like this, obviously you're never actually gonna notice that when you're using your journal, but also obviously I don't wanna sell that for full price because it's not, you know, not a full price product. So let me put that over here and add that B grade to my shop. Oh, baby book and photo printer. Nice. I love my photo printer. I really should use it more often. I'm so stingy. I never feel like buying more photos for it, you know, because I'm like, $1 per picture. I could just make a collage and print it at Walmart for 20 cents, you know. But I do love my photo printer, and I do pull it out every Christmas. So I just used it a couple of days ago to do my Christmas journal spread. And then I don't end up doing the Walmart thing anyways, but I just can't justify buying so many new, like so many little pages for those printers because they just rip through them. Yeah, I know, Jess. I mean, I finished coloring mine, but I haven't even started filling most of them in. I filled in a couple, like the ones that I'm currently already using to track things, like my year in pixel spreads I filled in. I finished my vision board, but honestly, only because I wanted to post a reel about it. That was my motivation. I was like, I need to get this reel up while it's still relevant, so I have to finish it. But yeah, like I haven't filled in my future log, haven't filled in my cleaning tracker. I need to do that too, but it's just daily use. I use my journal all the time, but things that I don't use on a daily basis, I just don't think about filling them in until I actually need them. Flower charm, girly charm, okay. So I have a problem. I ran out of those cute gold streamer bows and I can't find them anymore. I don't know what it is with all of my favorite charms just completely disappearing from the internet once I run out of them. I've got these bows. I could do a blue bow, I guess. Oh, that's not blue. But it's still a cute color. Okay, she wanted a girly charm and a flower charm. So I'm thinking maybe one of those and then one of these paired together. Okay, so let me just start a poll here. Poll, custom, 3 options. So let's start with the top row. So the pom-pom is locked in. This one's going to be on its own ribbon, but her next 2 charms that she chose was a girly charm and a flower charm. I do have other girly charms, but they're too like bulky to pair well with the flower. So option 1, 2, or 3 for the girly charm. That's what we're voting on right now. And then after that, we'll choose a flower to add. They had those gold bows. Oh, I wish we had Hobby Lobby up here. We don't have Hobby Lobby in Canada, do we? If anything, maybe in like major centers, but I am very far removed from major city centers in Canada. All right. Let's load up. We've got Michael's, but it's the closest Michael's to me is about an hour and a half. So I literally order all of my crafting stuff online. I also just don't leave the house a lot in general. So going to Michael's would be pretty monumental these days. Yeah, I thought Hobby Lobby was USA. Hobby Lobby, Target, that's another one that I sometimes wish we had. Okay. What won the poll here? Well, I should just start the next one so that we can start voting for that. Okay, custom. I left it as 3 options. I was feeling lazy. We actually only need 2 for this. Okay, option 2 won. Okay, so we've locked in the blue bow. We need to choose a flower to go with it, option 1 or option 2. I'll hold those up for you. Sorry, I made the phone move when I checked the poll results. Option 1 or option 2. 1 or 2 to pair with that blue bow. Thank you. Okay, and then she did have a cover design as well, which is Catherine with bows. Perfect. A Hobby Lobby care package. Yeah. Thanks, Mama D. All right, option 1 for this one. Perfect. Let's get that on. Thanks for the follow, Jody. Thanks, Timothy. Oop. Mama D, what is your order number? And, oh, do you mean name pages? The name pages are still closed, if that's what you mean. You can still do a cover design and charms. And yes, you can make your requests when your order is up, and also on your order form. That's where you kind of make your primary request. Yes, I do take requests. But yeah, you order it on your order form, and then you can specify as much or as little as you want to really when you're ordering. And then if you're here when your order is packed and you want to specify further, that's all good. Alrighty, charms are on. Let me just finish weeding the extra vinyl out here. Well, if you let me know your order number, I can tell you if you care to know. Because we have already gotten through quite a few today, so there's a chance we already went past yours if you just got here. Yeah, we've made it through 30 orders today. We started with 1432. Oh, yep, we did do yours today. We did 1444 earlier. Would you like to see the result, or would you like to be surprised? Ooh, surprise. Okay, people always choose to see it, and I'm like, I think I would be surprised. Okay, your surprise will be in the mail later this week. Alrighty, so there's Catherine's journal. I will remove the plastic piece later. I just don't want to risk it. And then the charms that she chose as well. Thank you for your order, Catherine. That was $14.63. We've got an order for Promise next. $14.64. I'll go grab the matcha journal for that order. Matcha pre-made journal, pom-pom charm, ocean charm, and bookish charm. All right, we definitely need more books here. Book, and of course, Promise, if you are here, feel free to let us know. Okay, so these two are locked in, Pom Pom and Book, and then she wanted an ocean charm. So let me pick out a few options. It's gonna have to hang on the same bookmark as the book. So I'm gonna try to choose some that aren't exactly like the same size as the book, you know, otherwise they kind of compete a little bit too much. Okay, maybe let's do those 4 ocean charms. Oh, thanks, Lily. Okay, let me set up a poll here. So like I said, the pom-pom is locked in. That one's going to be on its own ribbon. And then this book is locked in as well, but it's going to share a ribbon with whichever ocean charm we vote for. So if you go to the little blue and white poll, you can choose option 1, 2, 3, or 4 to pair with this book. Oh, thanks for the follow, Lily. If you go through the link in my bio or just go to RyleeAutumn.com, don't forget to use the code livestream. That gets you a 10% discount. And that is where you can order. Alrighty. Let me get started on the pom-pom while you guys cast your votes. Do you want to see the inside pages at all, Lily? So you can see what you're getting into? If you are actually interested. This is my pre-made journal, so you can order an empty one or you can order these where all of the pages have been drawn by hand by me, 12 unique monthly themes, 224 monthly pages, and basically you treat it like a coloring book / planner, bullet journal, in one. So yeah, you can order the empty one. Right now, the vast majority of my orders are for that one. That's been the main seller these days. Okay, which one won the poll here? Oh, there was actually a tie between 2 and 3. Was there any moderator who wasn't able to vote, who wants to break the tie? Trying to decide if I should do a revote or if I should just break the tie or make someone else break the tie. A revote just, it takes a whole minute. That's the shortest one. Okay, Jess, vote broken or tie broken. We'll do number 1. Wait, you meant number 1 between these two, hey? Not number 1 in general, because that was not one of the options. Number 1 lost fair and square, but number 1 between those two can win. Perfect. We'll do the shell then. Oop. Alrighty. Let me grab our cover design. No, Timothy, name pages have been closed for about a month, so I haven't done any name pages today. And I was planning to wait, but I was just sitting here in silence thinking, I was kind of missed doing the name pages, so now I'm torn. I was gonna wait until after doing journal kits once more, journal mystery kits, which would be, hopefully the supplies get here next week, so we could do it like next weekend. But that's kind of a long time to wait, to not have a custom journal and not be doing name pages. And I don't have that many orders that I'm behind on. Like, I was behind on about 60, but we've already been through over 30 today. So it's not going to take me long to catch up on those 60, you know? So I am debating bringing them back like right away, but I don't know. Thank you for the follow, Kelsey. Alrighty, we're gonna leave, oh, what did I just knock over? Oh, no big deal. Gonna leave that little plastic bit on so that I don't ruin her design. That was $14.64. Thank you for your order, Promise. We've got order 1465 next for Mitzi. Nope, Misty. I'm not dyslexic, but you would think based on that. Okay, Matcha Pre-Made Journal. For Misty. And this one has charms and a cover design. Let's see. Alrighty, so for charms, she requested, oh, people are asking for so many M's. Okay, good, phew. She asked for a white or gold M, and I literally only have 2 left. I thought I was all out. I thought I only had pink left. Okay, sigh of relief. Okay, gold M, any leaf, and a dark green pom-pom that goes with the matcha tone. I don't think I have a dark green pom-pom that really fits this tone. Like, these are the only pom-poms I have in the realm of green, and I would only say that this one really matches. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is there an argument to be made for any of these other greens? She uses the words dark green pom-pom that goes with matcha tone. It's like the tone of the matcha color journal. Anyone want to argue to keep one of these alive in the vote, or should I just go to this one? All right. As I suspected. Let's do this then. Gold M, gold leaf. Yeah, the light one, I know. I wish I had a darker one for her sake, but the darkest one is just like, it's teal. It's not green. You can't even just call it green. Teal or even like aqua or something. I don't know. And then the other one is barely darker, and it definitely doesn't fit the tone, so. Sorry, Misty. Light green, but at least it matches. Oh, that's a good question, Timothy. What has everyone been doing with your year in pixels spreads? I can show you mine. I think I'm behind a day, actually, already, which is not a good sign. I'm not usually like a super tracker with my journals. I'm more of like, I need it for my tasks and events, you know, but tracking things, I don't always stick to my trackers. But I used my other one for sleep and then one for mood. But can you see that properly? Oh yeah, sorry, I'm moving that way out of frame. I did sleep and mood. You can do like how much water you drink in a day, and then put the range, how many steps you take in a day, put the range. Yeah, weather, if you just want like more fun. You could do weather, you could do like a rate my day sort of thing. How many pages you read in a day, how much time you spend outside or something. Your like energy level or productivity level or something like that. I'm trying to think. Yes, workouts, like you could have a different key for like cardio, Pilates, yoga, whatever, or like more specific than that if you want to. Track your exercise. There's so many options. But yeah, I did sleep and mood. That's what I used mine for. Yeah, I've never actually like stuck to trackers like that. I tried using a ton of them last year in my digital bullet journal, and I kept up with them okay until I stopped focusing on digital bullet journaling and switched to physical bullet journaling for social media's sake. Bullet journaling is a great hobby, but I find that because it's also like my full-time job, kind of the demand of that dictates how I actually use it. So I kind of stopped using it once it wasn't really necessary for that anymore. Okay, these jump loops are going to drive me crazy. I will be gluing these shut, don't worry, but it's just like, I just want that to be a second line of defense. It should stay closed even without that. There we go. Alrighty, let's do Misty's cover design now. She has Misty 2026 with leaves. Oh yes, health. That's a great way to use it. You could use it as like a period tracker, as a health tracker, track different like symptoms that you're having, or like when you end up needing to use different medications, or like an anxiety tracker. Yes, I always used to do a health log. And just like, yeah, set it up exactly the same as a year in pixels and just call it my health log. Okay, I'm gonna have to get, oh no, I'm just gonna leave that. All right, Misty 2026. Let me iron this on for her. Alrighty, there we go. And yes, I will take that off before I mail it. Just don't want to mess up her design, but there's her gold foil and her charms. Very matchy. I always love it when people choose matchy cover designs and charms. Just feels so cohesive. All right, that was $14.65. $14.66. We've got an order for Corin, an espresso color journal with a cover design. Okay, cover design, Corin 26. Find that, there we go, with a butterfly. I'm sorry, I'm only an English speaker. I'm not exactly sure what you're asking. Do I have a Spanish version? That's my guess. Does anyone want to back me up on that? Or does anyone know how to answer her question in the right language? Oh, do I ship to Spain? Okay, that makes sense, because I was like, I feel like Spanish is Espanol. Wow, okay, how do you guys all know Spanish? Can you tell her yes? Through Etsy. Because my website will not ship to Spain, but my Etsy shop will. Thanks, you guys. Thank you. Oh, it comes up with the okay. I should know that. So did all of you guys cheat to tell me what she said, or did you guys actually know? I obviously don't care if you cheated. I just think it's funny that I'm the only one who didn't know that. So you could have all pretended that you knew what she said, and I was just the only ignorant one. Nice. Alrighty, Corin, 26. Oh, hey, Patty. Happy New Year to you too. You use Translate too. That's funny. All right, that was order 1466. Thank you for your order, Corin. We'll pull up 1467 next for Cheyenne. Another espresso colored journal. I think I did, Shelby, but the main reason that I did is because I only brought a small pencil pouch of markers to my in-laws where we were staying for a week, and that's where I did my coloring. So I colored mine all the same. I didn't really get very creative with it. Happy New Year, Jessie. Welcome here, you guys. All right, so this one, we've got charms. We're gonna do the letter C and a paw print. So grab her paw print, grab a C. Okay, I feel like using the gold C with the gold paw print doesn't quite work because the two golds are different. You know, like this one is antique gold and this one's more of like a softer gold. So I'm not going to put that one as an option, but the gold lockets are actually the exact same color. So I am going to put that one as an option. Okay, let me start a poll quickly. 3 options. Okay, so the paw print is locked in. We're trying to choose a C to pair with it. So option 1, 2, or 3, you can go ahead and cast your vote in the little blue and white clipboard icon below my profile picture. And let me get her hardware ready. And she does have a cover design, I believe. Yes, Cheyenne, 2026 with paw prints. Lovely. Alrighty. A tie again between 2 and 3. Okay, is there anyone who couldn't vote for some reason who wants to break the vote or break the tie? I keep saying break the vote. Two, Jessie couldn't vote. 2, okay, 2 is locked in. 2 of my non-voters said number 2, so we're just gonna do it. I know that's the thing, Crafty K. I can't wait for too many responses when I ask questions like that. I just need to take the first couple. Otherwise, I'm counting and recounting and it ends up in a tie anyways. So let's get on the charms and then her cover design. Yeah, I used to do, when I first started going live in March, I would do all of my like voting and stuff in the comments instead of using the polls, but it just got to be such a headache because then people would like, you know, start spamming in the comments like all the same numbers. So that makes it impossible to count because it's like I'm not going to count all 40 of your votes, but I also can't keep track of all the usernames of people who are spamming and then scrolling back through so many comments to try to find, like, you know, what we were actually talking about. Like, back then I didn't have any journals to pack, so we were just like doing custom bullet journals and voting on everyone's themes and stuff. That was just a disaster. And yeah, it would always end up in either tons of spamming or a tie. And the poll feature is honestly so helpful for this kind of thing. Alrighty. Cheyenne, we'll take the plastic off before shipping it, of course. And then it matches nicely with her C and paw print down there. Thank you for your order, Cheyenne. That was $14.67. $14.68. We've got an order for Crystal. A glacier blue journal with charms and a cover design. I'm running out of orange juice. I'm gonna take one little sip. Okay. Alrighty. So for charms, yes. Okay. Blue pom-pom. Sorry. White cross, white and gold C charm. Okay, perfect. She knows what she's looking for, and oh, I need to order more crosses too, because that's my last one. White and gold C. Okay, come on. These loops. I'm just gonna start fresh because this one is not treating me well. Yep, oops. Yeah, I know these ribbon crimps are just so paper thin that you have to close the loop like past close. Like you need to make sure it's all the way closed. And that's just so tough. But if you leave even just a hair of space, it slides off the ribbon crimp. There we go. That one was much easier to deal with. Alrighty. Let's get those charms on, and then for cover design, we've got Crystal 2026 with some bows. find her cover design in here. There we go. Crystal 2026. So I let my mom and my sister-in-law each design a journal at Christmas time. So like choose their charms and their cover and stuff, and then take some markers, because none of them are really into coloring, but they all chose the pre-made journal to try it for the year. Oh my goodness, where did that blue come from? Where did that come from? Okay, well, Crystal will be getting a redo. Let me set this aside in a bin. Just need to recut her gold foil and put those charms over. What order number is this again? 68. 1468. I might do the charms right now, because those I'm just going to transfer. But then the gold foil I'm going to need to do from scratch. So I'll have to recut that with my cutting machine tonight, and then give her a new journal. I'm gonna put this in the bottom of this bin as the reference, so that I remember whose journal this is, or like what the cover design I need to cut again. And then let's fix it. But I do need to figure out where that blue came from, because it must have been, oh, I should check before I panic too much. Is it on? Oh no, it did get on the journal itself. I thought maybe, I was like, what if it was on the outside here? But no, somehow I got blue on the inside of my, let me see here. Wait, no, it is on the outside, but it still got on the journal right there. So I'm still gonna redo it. But not as bad as I thought. If anyone's name is Crystal and you want a journal that is very slightly damaged, you can message me, because I will list this one. Well, I won't actually list this one. It will go completely unused unless somebody wants to claim it. Okay. Where did that blue come from? I'm gonna chuck this piece of parchment because it is contaminated and I don't want that to happen again. Grab a fresh one. Okay, let's start from scratch here. Not totally from scratch, because we've got her charms. We just need to reapply them. And then, yeah, I'll set this one aside so that I can do her cover design totally from scratch tomorrow, or whenever I'm packing on live next, or personalizing next, I should say. I guess packing orders sounds like when I'm, you know, packing them up to ship off, and that's not what I mean. I mean personalizing. So let's put the pom-pom back on. Damaged ones are about 50% off. But normally you can't get personalizations on a damaged one. But of course this one would be personalized, but it would say Crystal, so only get it if your name's Crystal. All right. No problem, Des. I wonder if it somehow is from like my whiteboard marker that I use to write. Like I use a dry erase marker to write the number on the bin, and I've been setting it down on my desk right by, like close to where I have the parchment paper that I used on the journal. So I wonder if it got blue dry erase ink, but I don't see any evidence of dry erase ink anywhere else. That's confusing, but whatever. Not the end of the world. I just have an extra journal for someone named Crystal. Actually, or I have those teddy bear patches. I don't know if you guys saw me use a teddy bear patch. I think it was like a week or two before Christmas. And that would cover that up completely. And then you just have like a fuzzy little teddy bear on your cover. Okay, so I'm gonna put this into her bin and then set it aside so that I don't forget to do a cover design on this fresh journal for her. But that was order 1468 for Crystal. Thank you for your order. And we'll get that fixed and mailed out at the usual time, even though we messed it up a little the first try. And when I say we, I mean I. Oh, was it on my hand? That's a good question. Like, I just don't see any evidence of blue anywhere. Like, my desk, my tools, my hands. That's why I'm confused. Like, the only blue thing on my desk is this, but I don't know how it got from this to that. But whatever. Yes, the patch would definitely work. So maybe I'll list it, or I'll just kind of have it on hand as a B grade journal. And then if someone wants a B grade journal with a patch, that'll be the one. Alrighty. This one is not getting personalized. Excuse me. That was 1469. 1470. Let me grab another espresso journal. This one does have personalization for us. No, I didn't put the patches as an option because I think I got a pack of like 5 to try out, and they work great. But I was thinking of doing that, like that was kind of my plan for cover designs before I decided to just get the Caesar Juliet cutting machine instead. So I didn't really want to offer like both options, you know. I feel like I already have so many variables that I just wanted to choose one thing and offer options within that one thing, like different gold foil doodles that you can have on there. But yeah, I just bought those as a tester and they work amazing. But yeah, I just got that one sample pack of 5 and then never really went anywhere with it. Okay, charms. We got the letter J and an ocean charm. Oh, she said the shell with the pearl if it's still available, and I don't think that it is. We were running very low on J's. Yikes. Shell with the pearl is not available. What we did the other day for someone who requested a shell with the pearl was we took a shell like this and then just paired it with like a stone or a diamond and then had it on a separate, like, we didn't really put it inside, I don't think. I'm trying to remember. Does anyone remember what we ended up doing? Because I put forward both as options, like to actually flip the shell around and put it inside or put the shell the normal way. But let's see. I don't know what kind of colors she likes, so I'm just gonna choose like a neutral stone or two. Maybe I'll just do that one. That one looks nice. What do you guys think? Should we do like stone hanging inside the shell since we don't have the shell with a pearl like she wants? Or should we do like jewel hanging, you know, like normally if I were hanging this shell on a ribbon, I would put it this way, not this way, right? So it feels kind of weird putting it that way, but I guess it works. Or I could do it the normal way with a jewel, just to spice it up so it's not a plain shell. I know it's still not a shell with a pearl, but it's a shell with a little bit of extra. Any thoughts? I remember at least once I did just a jewel with a shell. Normal way with a stone. I like that. Normal way with the stone it is. Thanks, Shelby. I'm running so low on J's. I just had a black one or a pink one left. I don't have any of my like more neutral ones, either white or gold. I did order more. It's just so annoying because until now I've been buying like full alphabet sets, but then some compartments, you know, like U is just overflowing and like W, V has tons, O has tons, you know. So I wanted to stop ordering alphabet sets, but then I have to get like 8 of one kind for one letter, which I would rather get more of a variety for each letter. But I do have more J's on the way. I think they're the white, like with the gold circle around it. I think they're that type. But then yeah, 8 of those. Oh, Moira, I've been trying to decide that I want to give people, like, I don't want to actually start voting for themes until I'm ready to start doodling the journal because, like, and by doodling, I just mean, like, actually making it. I'm not going to do a draft. I'm not going to, you know, whatever. I want to take those polls when I'm actually ready to draw it and then just do one theme at a time. Otherwise, I end up digging through my story archives like months later trying to figure out what I was thinking. But I would do it right away because I want to just get it done. I waited too long last year, but I do want to give people a chance to use the journal more before voting on, especially layouts. Themes aren't as picky, but I like to design the whole journal at once. And so I want to give people a sec to use at least 2 monthly layouts, you know, or like weekly layouts. Because we cycle through 4 different ones. So like January uses this one, which is more of a vertical box. And then February uses more of a horizontal box. And then, yeah, March is different, but the box layout and size is pretty much the same size as the January one because it's about half a page this way and about a quarter this way. And then April is also a fairly similar size. Like, I just want to give people at least 2 months to kind of feel out what layouts they like and don't like before I start taking polls for anything, because I want to just make the whole journal all in one fell swoop. I'm not going to bother collecting like theme ideas until I'm ready to just go in and design the whole thing. So that's my thinking. I would be totally ready to start designing it, and I would love to do so just to get it over with, but I think it would be smarter to let people figure out what they like first before making them vote on the next journal's layouts. Yes, what they like from this year's journal. Yes, like when I'm asking for a week, what weekly layout people want to vote for, I want them to have experience using a couple of them so that they can actually choose the one that they practically like and don't just like the look of. Okay, 1471. Let me grab a matcha green journal for Tess. And I did have an Instagram conversation open with Tess. So let me just see where we left that. Oh, yes. Yeah, so if I had to guess this year, I would say maybe like March or April. Where's Tess? Tess, where are you? My Instagram DMs are not too much of a mess, but it's just so annoying because anytime I send out an auto DM or anytime someone shares something of mine or mentions me, it sends as a DM. So they just get so crowded. And I'm only saying that to say, if you ever like actually need to reach me, email is the best. If you just email me in response to your order confirmation, that's the easiest way to make sure it doesn't just get lost in like a slew of Instagram messages. Okay. Tess is having this matcha green journal. Cream pom-pom and a tea. I'm just gonna do a gold tea because she didn't specify. That's neutral enough, and I only have one of the white ones left. So I'm not gonna put that up for a poll this time. Okay. But yeah, this past year I only started designing my journal in June. And it just was too late to give me many options. I also would have loved for it to arrive earlier. It arrived, I think, right at the end of October, which was like not the end of the world, but so I definitely want to set myself up for success by starting the pre-made journal design process earlier, but I don't want to start it too early. So that's the balance I'm trying to strike this year. Yeah, true. More time for name pages and custom journals. And I was saying this earlier, I'm really, really hoping that I can have time to do a colored version as well. Like draw the whole black and white version and then color it in and have that be an option as well. All right, and then for her cover design, let me see here, 2026 with bows. Okay, that's hers. And I'm just like paranoid now. Where did that come from? And how can I make sure it doesn't happen again? I'm guessing somehow it was on the parchment. I feel like that's the most natural answer. It wasn't even visible on the parchment after the fact. And we cleared so many orders today. This is actually my last Shopify order from the whole holidays. I think I had about 40 or 45 Shopify orders from the holiday, like the time that I was away. And we made it through all of them today. So that means I will still have to pack up the Etsy orders. But the bulk of the personalization that needs to be done this week is done. So yeah, I'm really seriously contemplating bringing back name pages right away because I can't bring back a custom journal right away because I always tell people, like when they ask if they can order a custom, I always say like, don't worry, I give at least a week notice. So I want to honor that and give people a week's notice because it's just kind of a first come, first serve thing to get that custom journal. What is on it? Where did it come from? Okay, but it's just on the outside. It's just on the outside, and it didn't get anywhere on the journal. I'm so confused, though. I'm going to keep going. All is not lost. Okay, because, like, it's not on the parchment. I'm so confused. But see, there it is again. But I'm quite sure it's on the outside. I'm going to let this one cool. And then I am going to pull it off today instead of waiting until I pack it up, just so I can see if I need to redo Tess's or if I can be done with hers. So let me just let that cool down for maybe like a minute. What was this order number? 1471. Lovely. And as I said, oh no. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm such a wreck. Holidays, I feel like I just forgot my desk layout, forgot how to pinch charms. I am just going to leave this on for a minute. And as I said, this is my last Shopify order to pack today. So I am going to be done after this. Since that's the case, I don't think I'll be live tomorrow. I used up all of my order bins. So I should probably do a shipping day tomorrow, which is what I normally do on Fridays, but that will just set me up well for the rest of the week and for packing Etsy orders. So tomorrow I will not be live. Normally I'm live every weekday, and normally we do a lot more coloring. So if you're new here and you like bullet journaling, hopefully you can join us for one of those. If you do like to know when I'm going to be live and what we're going to be doing in that live, I always share that in my Instagram stories. And if you're interested in a bullet journal, please don't forget to use the code livestream at checkout to claim your discount. Now, I'm going to pull this off. Do you see the blue dot? This is the moment of truth. Yay. Okay. So we do not need to redo Tess's, but I still am mystified about where that blue ink came from. Alrighty, Tess's order is safe. Thank you guys so much for joining today, and I hope to see you later this week or next week.